Minister Ofori-Atta from Ghana, because I'm sure you're happy to see Madam Lagarde here on the panel. Your country has a 3-year facility with the IMF, and of course Ghana was dependent on oil, on cocoa, and on gold there, but it has had some troubles there. So how do you see, though, what are your expectations from the compact process in getting your economy back on track?
Thank you very much, and thank you from Germany for all that you've done. Thank you, panelists. It's good to be here and to join this rather unique group of 5 countries. You know, let me tell you a story. You can't come to Africa and not hear a story. So, for example, I was born out of wedlock, and therefore my mother was supposed to abort. And she ran away, and I survived. So I didn't know my father until I was about 10, 11. And he came back with a PhD and decided that, you know, you should move from the village to come and live with him, which changed the course of my history. So the strength of a woman not to abort was critical. And then the sense of responsibility after not knowing him to decide that you should move from the village to come and stay with him in Legon and begin to even learn how to spell your name as Ken. What's important? What has happened, therefore, is from there to Achimota School, one of the best schools in Ghana, then to Columbia, to Yale, to Wall Street, back to Ghana, set up an investment bank and an insurance firm, and then joined the political train, and I'm finance minister. So my question then for all of us is, where do we feel responsible for the unique situation of each country? So we inherited a very difficult situation when we came into power, 8.9% deficit, primary balance negative, 72% debt to GDP ratio, and a $1 billion facility to help us. I mean, clearly, with what we have done in these 5 months, it's a very different energy and spirit. And it's a spirit that can take us extremely far. My question in this land, as we talk about EU, is who are going to be the Jean Monnets? Who are going to say, we are not going to get weary, we're going to keep at it, we're going to look at it differently, and create in these 7 countries a satellite of radiation that will permeate the continent and ensure that others will follow. I think it's a major challenge, and as Voltaire said, we are all guilty of the good we do not do. There's a lot more we can do, and Ghana, I believe, is also potentially a pillar of stability for the region, and therefore there has to be different treatments. We have the capacity, we have the people, we have messed up in the past, but we messed up with other people. And it's the new dawn, and I think we need to basically challenge ourselves. So let us not become weary of doing good, for at the end of the day, we shall reap a harvest of an independent Ghana or African countries that will surpass all that we do. Let's take cocoa. We provide, between us and Cote d'Ivoire, maybe 60% of the world's cocoa supply. And we've remained price takers. Now that confounds me. How can 2 countries next to each other be price takers when we control the supply? Cocoa, for example, is $5 billion when you sell the seeds altogether. However, it creates $140 billion of value. Why are we playing in the $5 billion quadrant and not the $140 billion? I think there's this challenge that I really want to put to our friends, that there's a lot more we can do. We are ready as a continent. The 5 ministers and 6 that you have heard are clearly ready for a new dawn. And we ask that really this compact becomes the game changer that Africa needs, that the world needs. Thank you very much.